Hey yo, vibes on vibe, yo, feel the vibe. We are entertainment, CBM radio. We are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about. Yo, we are entertainment.
All right, we're having the question that's going to turn the whole room upside down with our guests, the IKONS. Yeah. Yeah, and we are having guests today from the IKON group, TikTok, very known. I actually love these guys. I started yesterday. We are going to give like each other one name, yeah, and big smoke a shout out, yeah. We are starting with our guy.
Hey, guys, this is Joel, the cameraman. Yeah. Yeah, what's up? This is Pilodi White, the team leader.
Yeah, man. This is Jonah.
Yo, this is AC. Hey guys, it's Dan here. Yeah. Hey guys, it's Ajat Kasumba Shakifa. Hey guys, it's Eliza here.
It's Josh. The only lovely name on the planet.
We have 4 Joshes in the building.
Yeah, and it's going to be fire. So for the question today, Wendy,
yes, please.
fire them.
The question goes, should your partner have an opposite gender bestie? I want to start with you. I mean, you guys. First of all, welcome to this show. This is The Switch. We're so happy to have you here. Well, first things first. What do you have to say about this question of the hour?
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's very disturbing and
I know.
cantankerous.
I know.
How can you have a male bestie and you're a girl?
Why
and you
not?
have a boyfriend? Why can't your boyfriend be a bestie?
Yeah.
Why not?
Chichi.
Okay.
First of all, bestie, best friend is someone you confide in. Together. Someone you're so intimate to. Together.
Intimate
Yes.
to your bestie? No. I want to get the best definition of a bestie.
What's a bestie?
Yeah. I need you guys to tell me.
No, what's a bestie?
That's our definition. What's
to
yours?
us, like how we are seeing this thing. Yeah? Like how we are seeing this thing. Let me give you. First of all, Elinya bestie bali sees the taka, right? It's been shaded. So what's a bestie, madam?
No, of course I have to first get your opinion.
No, according to us, it's a person who is a substitute to your boyfriend, and the boyfriend doesn't supposed to have a
No.
Yes.
No, excuse
So
me.
what's a bestie?
Me, I think. Rulieri, a bestie was like this. A bestie was that person. You have a gang, and you choose into your mutiali.
Yeah.
But now, a bestie friend. But I was a best friend.
Yeah.
See, I'm your girlfriend, and you're telling me, oh, in a bestie friend. Bestie friend,
My love.
kati chenga definition ya bestie friend ye muntu asukulumye ku bantu abalala nti mu mikono gyange bonna buli omu togenda muyita ki
Nanti aina wakoma.
anti ze ataina wakoma bantu tebalina be babakomya
A best friend.
Enaku zino tulaba best friend abagula transform.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, Josh.
Now, I have a friend who had a female bestie.
Yeah.
The bestie is the one who bought Valentine flowers. The bestie is the one who bought birthday gifts.
Yes.
Nga boyfriend okola chi.
it's what I wanted to ask.
Okay. Did that friend of yours tell you why the bestie did all that? Because we have to get the story behind the gift.
Kati the stories here ne waba takigambye best friend waba ina obuyinza okugulira ekintu it means wamuwa you open to him.
No.
Kati waba boy wange tasa bikola right sigendera ddala wa best friend fuka balaba
No.
To me, I'm thinking the style was solving a solution.
I know.
solution baby jota somola
No.
kitegeza kaneto nywe baby ngene ne besiti
No. Because okay, I think being a bestie to someone, it goes beyond being a friend. Well, I'm talking about, okay, my matter is about his story. So I think in that case, maybe the guy was not able. And this guy, okay, you the bestie, wanted to make her happy at least. The gifts, of course, you have to gift me on my birthday. And if it's Valentine's, you guys, okay, we are not going to go in that part of Valentine's. But I think he is right. If you're my bestie, it means you have to give me whatsoever
So
a bestie
does that
does.
mean you're supportive of a guy having a female bestie?
100% support.
Yeah, the same thing happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm also supporting.
Yeah.
Now, I have
You guys all you are supporting,
not said
but to me, I'm not okay with it. My girlfriend should not have a bestie.
no.
I'm also not my purpose in life. No, let me tell you. Let me tell you. This is what we call having a boyfriend. It's called having a partner,
Yeah.
a heartfelt partner. So you're getting a bestie for what? No. Let's say this.
no.
If he's buying flowers, let it be in the name of a friend.
I think
But
it's
you're
a
getting besties to
misconception.
you're going over to his place, right? Bestie. You're cuddling in the name of bestie, and later you'll cheat, sugarcoating it in the name of a bestie.
Okay, I think
right?
it's supposed to be like
Next
this.
time, chill without a TV.
It's supposed to be like this.
Wait. No,
It's supposed to be like this. If you're saying that someone is not supposed to have a bestie, it's like telling your girlfriend you're not supposed to talk to this one to or to this one. We need to
Papa, maybe you
build
got it
trust.
wrongly.
That's why I say
We
You
need
got-
to build trust. And
before you go ahead with
Trust is there.
ask what is a bestie and what's a boyfriend?
I understand. A
Cool.
boyfriend is someone.
Who's a girlfriend to you?
A girlfriend is someone I call
Intimacy.
I can call my wife with time. You get it?
Your wife.
Yes.
First of all, you trusted them with your life,
Yes.
confinement,
Yes.
everything,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But what's the purpose of leaking all that
Oh,
to a
I don't
person
really
behind the
understand why people think
excuse
that
me.
People are
relationships
cheating in the name you're sugarcoating
yeah,
cheating.
I understand some people are cheating, but we are supposed to make the world better.
How?
We are supposed to. We are not supposed to limit
Others.
people.
Yeah,
having
wait a minute,
a friend
wait,
because of
wait a
relationship.
minute. Wait, Wama, Papa, let me talk.
Uh-huh.
Mukwana, that's not limiting. At obvious limiting is needed because you can't tell me the girlfriend you are. Let me say, I'm here with my boyfriend. Bestie akubye. Bichi, just as you know, ndi wano ndi murada. Ata abo ba bestie ba benezi broken relationships. Eda ndi bichi anko nga okolachi. Nga agenda. Chetuli mugamba, you have to put their limit. I'm your girlfriend. I'm special from your bestie friend. It
I'm
means
supporting.
Bemba ndi girlfriend iwo. Papa, mama asokode. Bemba ndi girlfriend iwo. Rachi sibera bestie friend iwo.
I'm supporting her boy.
Mama ubabera, mama wasobola bera tatawo. Mama wasobola bera tatawo.
Atasobola.
Sobola.
Webale.
Chitegeza,
But
wemba ngambye.
in your life.
Yes. Okay.
Eh.
Then my point is, if it's about limits, it does not give your man a guarantee to say that you should not have this one and this one as your friend.
Okay. So wait, hold up. Yeah?
Labayo. Ate kati ze boyfriend wange. Aina. Right, you're not. What are you going to mala? I don't know whether they will get it. You're not going to see me with a bad friend. Unotangamba kubanze, trust me, my boyfriend is like my father. Kuba we nduwala, it's him. No, first wait. Ze doke na leta muwala agamba ola boyo Joshi mube. Oyo Joshi osobola funa tosa kwagala Joshi yeka. Kati nze nchimanye nga ndi boyfriend oneme kugamba. Olwokuba besi yangambi.
No, wait.
Chitegeza, if you can't be with me, be with your best friend. But boy na best friend, it's a red flag.
No, it's not a red flag, my
First
girl.
wait.
Onotamanyi
Let's
biri
have the
munsi.
silent ones. Let's Pavin and Josh. Yeah?
Well, I feel attacked by some by some statements. For example, one of us said, bestie to bear in a broken relationships. Josh. Anyways, I personally think having a best friend is fine, even if they're of opposite gender.
Exactly.
Why? Because I highly believe a best friend is a person you confide in, and a partner is an intimate person you confide in intimately.
Only, my dear.
Okay, it's not intimacy only, but
Because when you don't do it,
well, it's not intimacy only. Listen, it's not intimacy only, but I highly believe there are some things you can talk to your bestie that you cannot talk to your boyfriend. Let me first tell you something. I'm going to use an example. Of I personally, my mom is my best friend, and I have a boyfriend. I'm just assuming I do have a boyfriend.
wow.
Yeah, and
Opposite sex.
yes, I'm just bringing this as an example. Now, for example, my mom is my best friend. There are some things I can tell my mom that I cannot go and talk to my boyfriend. Okay, so that is the same thing as having a best friend. There are some things you can go and talk to your best friend that you cannot talk to your parents.
Yeah.
A best friend is someone you need to be with, like
Comfort.
yeah, for comfort mainly. Even in case your boyfriend hurts you, like boyfriends are always breaking our hearts. Like, yo, you need your best friend. You need your best friend.
ngenda kerabira kakati mama Josh sokolinde kati kyembuuza I trust Josh nemweyambulira n'omweyambulira kyogamba I trust Josh okusinga best friend wange ate nga Josh nsula naye mbuliri kisoboka nedda mbabiri olina ekizibu.
Now, to me, nze kangambe kano kati kiri bwekete. If you're a girl and I'm dating you, tukole endagaano toyina bestie.
Kwegamba
Manye nti I'm aware yanti
ninayo personality.
ninayo
Era
nyamba.
It's a misconception of that.
Let me tell you something. When you have a best friend, obviously your man knows about that best friend in most cases. But let's also hear something from Josh and Mercy.
I side with these guys. I side with everyone else who is agreeing that it's okay to have a best friend, but
Exactly.
a bestie of the opposite gender. But there have to be there have to be boundaries. There have to be limits.
Yes,
you need to know
definitely.
where to
In
stop.
Uganda, there are no limits. That's the thing. This is the thing. Let me tell you.
No, it's like this is how it happens. Most times when you meet your partner, you find when they already have this bestie.
Exactly.
You cannot ask them to stop being friends with them all of a sudden. Just for you.
Exactly.
They have no you can talk about it. You can set boundaries. Yeah. You can set boundaries.
Yes, you are supposed to set
You
boundaries
can
with
set
your
boundaries
bestie.
and
No, you
limits.
people, let me-
But it's not a
We are
crime
going
to
to
have
have
them.
an
something,
opinion
please?
from everyone.
Can I say something?
My opinion.
One by one.
My opinion.
Okay, let us go in order.
opinion.
Let us go in order. Okay.
Now, if you're having boundaries, and okay, let me say that person was your best friend, and you're having boundaries, that means oba omutaliddeko boundaries aba afuuse friend wo aba takyali bestie. Ekitegeeza waliwo ebintu ebimu byogenda omusalako. Ekitegeera waliwo ebintu ebimu byogenda omusalako agenda kubeera friend wo omulekeeyo, then you confine in your boyfriend.
I believe that is what he
for
meant
better
by
and for worse.
boundaries.
Okitegeera
I believe that is what he
means
meant
oyo
by
aba takyali
boundaries.
best friend aba friend.
No, dear.
Best friend kyanjawulo.
Okay, let us have a word from
Okay,
her.
guys, according to how you people are defining a bestie, is the kind of person you can share with things. Byotasobola gamba na partner. But I don't think that is really possible. Omuntu gobadde naye with in bed, it's very different. Because akulabe. You're virgin, so kolinde. So you people, no, you people, the way you people are confining in your besties and
Those are the issues.
this thing is supposed to be, by the way, Islamically,
Okay.
everything about tugamba wewala nnyo okubeeramu space with an opposite gender nga tewaliwo third party. This thing calls in for temptations because you people are going to confine in your besties, you cuddle, akukwateko, ate naku zino kwatako tekuli just like that because tosobola kuba na mwala ngali fine as your bestie and you don't want to move your hands. Era ojagamba, I'm just, comforting the friend. But you people, if you really feel like you can comfort, take time ogambe your bestie, byobadde tosobola gamba boyfriend wo, that means there is no need for you to call on me to give me time to tell your boyfriend omugambe nti ngulira kino then tell the bestie kuba akulaza asobola. You people nowadays bestie tashali bestie
Kifa.
abela helper wo.
Kifa.
The intimacy is different from just talking.
Okay.
Chenjagala
My point is
mugambe.
not about intimacy.
Yeah.
Okay, my point is, okay, take a scenario where you and your boyfriend have had some misunderstandings and you are just there. Not being there, no, wait. No, let me show you the importance of that bestie. Not many people to talk to. I have seen, no.
That means your bestie is your option.
People, no, of course my bestie is my option. So if you limit me from having a bestie just because of your...
No, I have a question
What
for
can
you.
I even
No,
say?
wait, I have a question. I have a question to those saying that they should have a bestie. Has your bestie ever taken your pattern?
Taking my partner?
Yeah, yali amukubyeko.
That is not a bestie.
My question is,
So this is it. This is it. No, this is it. Let's trace this thing back to we've used our privileges in a very wrong way. This is the thing. Yeah? Many black kids or no. No, it's fine. I'm black. Yeah. This is Africa. This is Africa. People used to complain like, why are people abroad having you're supposed you date even at the age of 15, 13, and here you're not dating with you're not dating at that age, right? If we felt like that thing was stealing privilege from us during that time, right? But this is an African mind. You give a child a girlfriend, they will go into the bush or the bed at a very young age, right? When you copped bestie stuff, yeah, you even left out the part that, yeah, when you leave out the good part that the bestie is supposed to be there as a friend, like of help, yeah. But then this is it. People are sugarcoating prostitution and cheating under bestie stuff. You go for Netflix and chill. It's my bestie, but when you reach there, you're cuddling. After the cuddling, what next? Are you a robot? No. Are you a robot that you're not going to have feelings, right? So this is the thing. You want to have a bestie, but what's guiding you? You understand?
Me on what?
See?
You have to have rules.
Yeah, you need to have rules. Listen.
When you're in the room,
If you're claiming, Josh,
You guys need to have some control.
Josh,
Like, listen.
Bobo says the opposing relationships that you can have love
Obviously.
Cause what I can say, me if I'm in love with someone, obviously when Sanga Josh you're smoking, we will talk about it. Kubanga sigena chigamba kunyiga switch, you stop it. It means ogena kuberanga you're ready to listen to me and you're ready to change.
Obviously.
So you can't tell me you're calling me babe and you're texting that friend you call her best friend, babe. She's my best friend. You found me with her. I can't eat her. Now reality is the reality.
Exactly.
Reality is reality. You can't tell me no. Oli muku obancho gerenti oli muku gwa mazi and you're not expecting to drown. Kitegeza nti kyeweesimira oba okiraba. The way you root gyokwata ekutwala mu bintu byojjo sangayo. If you're having a best friend, it means muri free osana omugamba ebyama byo ne boyfriend wo. Kitegeza naye munajjamu engoye. You're fine with it. You're free with each other. Ebya best friend ebinabeera.
Naye nze bwe mbanga yenze bestie. It's okay.
Well, okay. The Baganda say, okuma nedda okuma lubugo lubale mu bbe kubanga besiti onsanze ne besiti ya ebyo byowoza mbubukera kola si kibi mala budde.
Do you know the meaning of that thing you've said? Josh, omanyi ekigambo kyoyogedde kitegeeza nti okuma lubugo ne lubale mu bbe. Kati ffe we've talked about it.
I have a question.
Ne boyfriends. Tukolindeko papa. Waliwo ba boyfriends abatabifaako okitegera nga ye asirika oli n'amukola byayagala kyekyo kyebategeeza nti okuma lubugo lubale mu bebe si yali adda mukyalawo wabula bali eyo bekola kati mbeera mu relationship y'abantu abasatu
n'omunyakola agamba nenkusanga ne bestie ondaba kimafiya.
Olaba, by the way, omuntu ebiseera ebisinga wakukkiriza okubeera with such a kind of relationship na observing ebintu ebityo. There is a point in life olabira ddala nga wenwanako nengezaako twogere we exchange ideas nondaga nti oli ansinga nkuta mpola tetukyalina budde bwennyonnyolako. I just move on mpola. So okwanguyiriza embeera esi nga wogambye lubaale usimanya lubaale the best definition for that tosobola kuliraanya muzigo muliro.
I have a question. My question is, do you guys prefer learning the better way or you prefer learning the hard way?
Prevention is better.
No, let me ask you this way. Bw'oba okuza omwana wo oyagala kumukweka bintu oba oyagala abirabe abimanyire abiyige what you should know omuntu osobola omugaana obeera ne bestie naye ate ng'alinayo abalala basobola okukola gwe byolowooza byajja okukola ne bestie. So I think
mwagambye mwesiga ba bestie era ne togamba oyina ba bestie bameka papa
kyentegeeza
kati awo tuba tulina kutamala
wagambye oyina bestie omu basobola obeera ne ba bestie ababiri tebasobola oyina bestie omu bikole n'abalala nga simanyi naye ate waliwo omuntu nga mwakyogera nako
no temukitegedde kyetegeeza kye kino fenga abantu we as people we are supposed to understand and learn and adopt because we should promote it's what I said at first we should promote goodness.
Well. I think we should first go in for the messages of our people listening from online as we cool down because this is a very hot topic. Yeah. I think we should first go in. For the online listeners.
Then say something about it.
Me, I'm not supporting. I can't allow my boyfriend to have a bestie.
Guys, messages.
Alright, let us first get a few messages from our online listeners. Then we can come back to this hot topic. And one of our listeners is saying, for what? Neda, men are like babies. They go where they are treated well. Now imagine if that bestie treats him better than me. But why would you allow your bestie? Why would you allow your please? Okay, my thought is why would you allow your boyfriend to be treated better from outside?
Exactly.
You're just leading for it. Anyways, the other comment says they should never guys, please. They should never have no besties at all. Yes, the other one says if our moms and our fathers do not have one, where did this generation get that kind of nonsense from? Well,
the word is in the dictionary.
And
Joel here is saying besties are a must. We have Okot Martin said the gang. We have Claudia Morgan. He's saying besties are a must still. Louis Philip Kalanzi, Katigwe, you want to eat just. Pavin, we shall come still. And then we have Nina saying something. You can have a bestie for whatever gender they are. I side with the person talking about heavy boundaries. You are supposed to have boundaries with your besties because at the end of it all,
and we have a comment from Anthony saying, no, your partner should be your bestie. I made my bestie my sister, knowing that one time my woman is my best friend and my forever. And lastly, we have a comment from Isaac saying this depends on the boundaries and trust within your relationship. If you 100% trust your partner. There should be no reason you're scared of him or her having a best friend.
Yes. The question is,
if the partner has boundaries, that means again take our boundaries. Okay. This is my point. Most of us, we are all Africans. We are all Africans. Most of us have learned these things from what? From the whites. Those whites are free at those points, not so? That's why they have more rates of divorce than you find us with rates of divorce. Ochitegera nze togenda kunsanga nina sigenda kusanga ngo ina bestie nze nkulaba kimafia tosobola kuŋŋamba ebya bestie babagenda kundyako babagenda ate mwe mugaba.
No, listen, now this is a true story. Now to a guy like me yaralabyeko nga bestie wa friend wange wa girlfriend wange ulira nga best friend oli ya bestie nga amulidde osegeera. You can't tell me to trust again the girl that I'm going to date nga ina bestie, because history repeats itself. Osegeera the other one is a lesson or isn't it? Bestie awakola kati osegeera mwabagamba nti you should have a bestie. Bestie, let your girlfriend be your bestie.
Wait for him to say something.
All right, so the final thing is it's okay for couples to have besties, because some of these people meet their besties before they meet the boyfriend, before they meet the girlfriend. But if your girlfriend tells you she's not comfortable with you having a bestie, tell your bestie. And if your bestie does not respect your boundaries, cut her off. For the sake of your girlfriend, because this is your girlfriend, you respect her, you love her, you respect her. If she does not feel comfortable with your friendship, you cut it off. You put it on hold. And if you're
who you love better.
No. Some of us are refusing bestie. Yes. No. Yeah.
But I'm saying you just chill with the friendship. You chill with the friendship. You chill with the friendship. You chill with the closeness for the sake of your partner, so that your partner does not feel.
If you love the bestie more than
some of us.
No, then that's not love. Then that's not a relationship.
Some of us are refusing. Some of us are refusing this thing.
You can't love the bestie more than the partner.
Now, let me tell you guys
if you
something.
If you love your bestie more than your partner, then your bestie would have become your partner.
We as Africans have a wrong concept about best friends. It is a mentality that has been built by social media and all the things we are seeing around us. And now, for me, I highly believe if I have a best friend, we've come from far with this best friend. For example, I met my best friend in primary school. We've grown up together. This person is my everything. I open up to him with everything. So if I come to... Hold on. If we get to university with this best friend, then I find myself a partner. And this partner is not comfortable with me being with my best friend. Remember, have this in mind. Have this in mind. Partners come and go. Yes. At this point in life, no, we are talking about a scenario. We are talking about a scenario. Let us say we are talking about a scenario where I've grown up with this best friend of mine. He's literally my everything. At this point, he cannot even go anywhere. But this partner, he's going to get up one morning and cheat on you. You will need your best friend to talk about it.
Okay. Then this should be the solution. This should be the solution. You guys, I'm not saying you completely cut them off, remove them out of your life.
Let me first ask something, Josh. Choga my best friend. That's what I'm separating. Oba maybe nagenda koba outside. Oba nafa. Abantu tu separating anga bulijjo. No kula na umuntu ne muweze myaka nga like 15. Namala na separating naye.
That means best friend wo abasokera kumacha nafa. Even your partner can die.
Katika mbu katika checho. Taba kujje kote wachitegedde. Yabagambye kiri right. Kitegeza relationship eri mu bantu aba. Relationship eri mu bantu aba. Eri bantu bato kitegeza bwe nayogera nawe ekintu baby let's change this and this. Ngoli akuwa amagezi. Ekitegeera.
Ati nange kyembadde ngamba let me say this. Nange kyembadde ngamba nga bw'ogamba.
Gwe babirye Nalongo ne Salongo balako ne ba bestie.
Wamma. Kyembadde ngamba. Yes, your point. Kyembadde ngamba. If that person avudde wala nga akutegeera nga bw'ogambye. Lwaki togenda naye nini? Why do you go for something?
Now, that is what I say, that we as Africans have our own conception about best friend.
Exactly.
A best friend is not something. Okay, a best friend is not someone
Who should become your who should become your partner?
attracted to you emotionally. Like, okay, best friends are attracted to you emotionally, not intimately.
Yeah.
Uganda
In most cases, first wait. Now, my best friend aina preferences ze mu mukazi gwayagala okudatinga. Ezitali munze.
Mama, kankubuuze. Labayo Pasha, omanya olugero olugamba nti eyali alumiddwako ku musota. Bw'alaba omuguwa, adduka. Leka nkimaleyo. Kitegeeza, you've never. Best friend otakolangako kintu kikola ki. Naye for us, we've ever dated people, omuntu n'omusanga ng'ayogera ne best friend nga bw'ayogera naawe. Kati awo enjawulo yange ne best friend wo ebeerawa.
Okay, let me answer that. Now, what you're saying is nti omuntu yali alumiddwako ku musota wagulaba agudduka. That is in a scenario where you've experienced something. You've had a best friend. Best friend oyo n'akubako boyfriend wo. No. Why are you assuming? What was your example? Best friend wo yenyini n'akulya?
It was like my boyfriend. No, let me say the real
Okay,
story.
so the real story.
My boyfriend had a best friend. I've never heard of that person. Namuulirako nalaba messages. Nemubuuza what's up about this babe. Ne tukyogerako ne mugamba, I think you should limit how you talk to her, the times you call her, bichi. Nakama it's okay. Bwe naddamu nasanga ngoye mu kisenge kyaffe. Ne mbuuza zaani. Nangamba nga bwe nagamba nti za Esi. Nangamba ye. Esther, I thought we talked about that. The limits bichi. Kati nangamba, no, I can't do anything with her. I've known her before even knowing you. Nenga teyangamba. Racho bo hidinga besiti. Gwe mutaina chemukola.
Kati, to answer that, that means first of all, your boyfriend was a cheater even before you met him. Second of all, his best friend was a fake friend. In this scenario, we are talking about best friends, not fake friends. They are hiding behind this. That is why we are saying we have the wrong conception of best friends.
First answer my question.
Yes.
Do you have a best friend?
Do I have a best friend?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Can I also be your best friend?
Yes, you can.
I can be your best friend.
Yes, that is in case. That is in case my best friend agrees kubanga wabuja.
No, it's
because being a best friend, you're emotionally attracted to someone. Emotional attraction. Now, in this emotional attraction, you're sharing like secrets and jazz with your best friend. Bwala bango or you know omuntu omulala gwo obudde or like okwogera about your personal life atali ye. Nange de wembera nze ngaze best friend, it hurts.
Ago mkwano. Kati nange nachembuza. Nange nachembuza. Best friend wo wali wano. Okay.
Wonna gyali.
Kati njagala ogenda obuzeeko best friend wo omugambe like okay tomubuuza like omugambe bestie njagala tukole somu okitegeera ate nga musajja ajjukira oli mukazi kubanga omukazi ye obitegeera ayinza ogana naye omusajja mugambe munjagala tukole somu
kati nze kambuuze let me ask I have a question.
Okay.
Does that mean kati nze nga talina best, does that mean I should get a best friend that I can't get attracted to, like
definitely that is how it is supposed to be.
Did you plan it when you were going to become best friend?
I had a friend. The girlfriend checked him. He had a bestie. So what happened? We again they were bestie. Yali bestie because the bestie was trying to comfort the guy.
That takes me back.
You were saying it. You were saying it, bestie. I wrote to you have to share the emotions. Kachitegeeza nti bestie wabanga muri ayagala ayoyeza. Are you willing to give?
No, that takes me back to what I told you guys before I started my first statement. We as Africans have a wrong conception about this whole best friend thing. As Africans, fetuzde tuchibelieving a best friend is supposed to be something we are hiding behind cheating. But in actual sense, that is not what a best friend is supposed to be. That is what Africans are literally doing. Hiding cheating behind best friendship.
Let me even tell you this. You guys are worried about the opposite gender bestie. But remember, the generation that we are in is all about homosexuality. Now, if you're saying that you're not supposed to have a bestie of an opposite gender, meaning that with time, you're going to tell someone you're not supposed to have a bestie because even a fellow woman can be a lover. Kid Lalori once said, I can't die when I'm having a bestie.
That means even after my boyfriend hurts me, I run to my bestie for comfort. Not for sex.
That is what Jonah
that
is trying
is where
to
you're
say.
getting
the
it
reason
wrong.
why he's having a female
We go for
bestie
comfort,
is
not
because he's fighting against homosexuality.
No, not fighting.
Because black people are fighting that.
No, I'm practicing loyalty. Because I know.
Bano nti nvudde nawe banga ddene nkutegedde all that. Some people are shy. They don't come. N'abikubawo. Agenda kutryinga his or her level best. Akutegeere. Alinde that perfect moment. Bino bye mujja, you come, nongwako. Biti. Baby, I'm a pastor. Alright, ngenda kwegomba papin. Papin abawala abantu bino tubera mu besti. We think we are open. Ogenda kungamba ekiri mu relationship yo, kugamba ekiri mu kyange, omanye my boyfriend is fault, manye your girlfriend is fault. Otuka kiseera, wayogedde preferences, tezigenda faanaga. Nebanga letuma malanga to sharing. I'm going to perfect.
That is another. By the way, can become a good lover.
Kukamfatinga nga wamugamba ebizibu byo amanye kicho yagala wamala okutegeera you admit and sleep with that person
bulijjo kiraba bagendawo nga mutabe ulira abasajja bedda bayimbanga ulira aja ng'ovudde ku zino sikonto biki abasajja bedda bayimbanga ne bagamba wasa mukwano gwo towasa biki na biki kitegeeza best friend wo era ne boogenda mata wakulaga wasa mukwano gwo muntu gwokola ki gwotegedde best friend wate mwewasa lwaki omalako emirembe
ulira bagamba nti you love besties okitegera Tupac once said you claim to be a player but I fucked your wife. Do you know why he said that?
No.
Do you know why he said that? He was a friend to Biggie. So then he fucked his wife.
Bestie.
Anyway, yeah. We all have different experiences about best friends.
Ekituufu kyo kiri nti naliko bestie nga sirina mu birowoozo byaki bya sompyo naye bestie kasaya janaŋŋamba wulira okitegeera bestie kasaya ne emotion ze nga nange ndishata ndi eno mwijali naye so akwesuubira
waliwo bestie abamu abajja ne bagamba nze aiswe ekigenda okunnyamba.
That. Anyways, I have a simple question to my best friend. If you're out there listening,
just that happens only once. Yes, it's not a relationship. It's like a backup standby generator.
Okay, guys. One of my statements, this thing of bestie, Islamically talks about in one of the hadiths. This was got from Uthman bin Khattab, one of the companions of the Prophet. Atene atijaku Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was a religion. It was a regime of the Prophet. Sorry, it was a regime of the Prophet. Waliwo mukazi. I don't really remember her name, but that woman used to be so close in a group of men. Otukanga, you're so open. Ovamu ensonyi. Echiva mu nsonyi nga tokyalina nsonyi na kubeera na limits. These people are going to be touching you. Otuke nga tolina nsonyi obeerenga you're free to each and every person ajajoli. That means chikupromotinga kuba mwenzi. Oja tuketsera obwenzi obulabe nga kantu katono nnyo. Kantu katono nnyo because I think you say that friends bana imuchirekerawo. It's not really right. And it's really said omusajja tasobola. For woman osobola containing ebirowoozo byo n'ogamba kale wano wetutandikidde. But omusajja omukisa gwonna gwafuna. He will always want to eat you up.
No.
Gemazima.
Not every man.
To be a bestie, or no be already taking a sacrifice. Or second, Ulida, Okubada, or second, Sarah Neya in a bestie, Nasara am way the Adam.
It was a maid, not a bestie.
It's like this. It is like this. When you have a best friend, it depends on the standards you want. You know, one walk away and a best friend ninga tatu standards zone you like. But there's the best friend you have. Ganawe walayo mtulanoga.
Okay, you guys, let me. You people, I'm arguing a lot with you people. Twababuzizane mutugamba, a bestie is a person you can confide in. Katogambia boyfriend. You know what it means to confide in a person. Katosobola chigamba mutula. That person in a percentage. It is haram.
Okay, you guys.
Let's first listen.
You guys, this is how it should be. We're only speaking on this in coming from the viewpoint for couples, but we're not talking about the bestie himself. As a bestie, you should not get that comfortable with your best friend when they're in a relationship. Know your place. When your best friend gets in a relationship, hold on. When your best friend gets in a relationship, know your place. Because you know, my best friend is in a relationship. And if I dare mess up and get too close, I could end up being the reason even if. Hold on. No, that's where.
Do you know why?
No, that is where you come in and you set your own boundaries. Know your place.
Do you know
this
why
is my best friend,
most guys become
but she has a boyfriend. But she has a boyfriend, she has a girlfriend.
Do you know why most guys become best friends?
No, even if. Stop thinking with lust. No, you guys are thinking with lust.
Most guys become best friends
with lust.
Most guys by natural
think with friendship.
Most guys by natural baitangwa nambi. Noja no kwa no muwala. Maybe ozebubi. Maybe takufirize. Then she will be like, let me put him be my best friend. But we have the other intention. You get. So you have the other intention. I want to smash, but she has put me as a best friend, so I'm going to be within that, be next to her.
That's what I'm talking in the context of friendship, not what these guys are thinking.
Context of friendship.
That's tough. But okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys ever believe that there are people who are actually good best friends?
Yeah, because I also have one.
Why are we coloring these people a bad picture?
Every day. No, they're there. Why are we
only coloring these people with a bad picture?
Friends, God the Father, God the Son.
There's types of best friends are there because I am one of them. I have a female bestie, but I know once she gets a boyfriend, I take my step. I know where I end because she has her boyfriend, and I don't want the guy to start having other thoughts.
Omanyi lwaki kino ekintu bakigaana Islamically? I'm asking Josh, omanyi ekintu kino lwaki bakigaana Islamically? The reason is because tosobola laba pure intentions za muntu ng'ontunuddeko tusobola otandika nga tuli ku page ejja.
Then be careful with the friends you make. Then you
let me ask you, tugenda beda ku first wait guys, tugenda beda ku page emu nkutegeere nkumanye otuka ekiseera either it's the girl or the boy kwata omanyi ani alina intentions ezo wenzija nenkuleetera ebirowoozo byange nenkugamba njagala tusukewo ogenda kungoba nga buli wembadde nzija nenkukaabira onyweza okakane osobola okuŋŋaana nga nze nenkukaabira nga wasalawo obeera ekibegabega kyange kyenkaabirako. Can you really do that for me? Era ojja kubeeramu ne kali ogambe bambiika mubeerereko omulundi ogusooka ate sitaani atandikiriza waati ogusooka we guddako wempate webati mpaka olaba ajatize kyeŋŋamba baba basazeewo kubeera ba best friend. Bobeera best friend n'omuntu temuyingira mu any relationship
Kale mubere ba mikono paka we mulifa.
Olaba, if you're a bestie, now listen to this. If you're a bestie, you should know your limits. Exactly. You should know the time you are calling and the time you shouldn't call.
Me as a man.
Olaba waliwo abantu abamu nga batisusa akimanyi nti ogenze kyalira girlfriend wo osegera and the person is calling at that time.
Yes, exactly.
Spoiler. You can't call me ngoli bestie wange nga tokimanyi I'm with my girlfriend.
Kiraba Joshua togenda kunenya kuba nange ntegedde n'enkuyiga n'enkwagala ne buli omu yeyagaliza ekisinga obulungi toyinawo ŋŋamba ŋŋaane ng'olwedde nange nkwegwaniza ekyo kijja olwedde ondaze Joshua gw'olina nga munoonyeza n'ambula n'enkutegeera mba nkwetanga toyina ky'oŋŋamba.
Now, this is the reason why you should go back to 19. This is the reason why you have to go back to 19. Jango ngambe nti omanyi nkuliyo osegera straightforward. No, two things. Omulenzi zotandika nazo in a relationship. Straight point. Gamba omwala nkwagala. Why do you beat around the bush? Osegera. Mbwate we be friends.
Sikwanambi abantu abamu tetumanyi kola ki kukwana naye ebintu ebimu tukolera mbikolwa nenkubeererawo nembeeramu ne kale nengamba osanga anandaba
ate n'ekirala tosaako nkwera nga twetege ate beera ogenda okwagala omuntu ng'omutegeera
tosobola kulaba kintu kirungi n'otakyeyagaliza Joshua
Ajat kati wenzija now I'm dating you nenzija nkugamba manyi Ajat obinkolera njagala ompeeko osegera then after all netujja nenkugamba let's be friends osegera omaze okumpaako osegera katuli ba friends tufuuse ba bestie nindako tufuuse ba bestie no, after some time, tufuuse ba bestie osegera kati tuyisiza wakadde nena kitukutte tuli babiri ogaana okumpaako
tosobola gana
kati ogambe Joshua ogambye oze open and directly to me abantu abamu babeera ne desires zaabwe bw'oba oze n'ontuukirira n'oŋŋamba nti oyagala tukole ky'ogambye if I'm free with the idea tugenda kikola
naye nga kyonna kye
if I'm not free with the idea tuli ku starting point noda
tuli ku starting point mbadde ngamba nze wemba nze bestie it's okay naye wemba if my partner has a bestie no
ekyenatandise nakyo wemba ndi ku dating and you a girl tukole endagaano teni bya bestie
right here
now we are entering a relationship asikati bestie abiyingiramu
kubuuliza ekibuuzo nti bestie waba omusanze naye ogenda mugamba they break up like for a bestie
wetuba tukola endagaano wetuba tukola endagaano nakusanze ne bestie wo ngenda akugamba kituufu ne bestie wo naye tugambe nti bestie wo bibino byatalina kukola mu maaso gange kwakati men like us people from east tuyina ebbuba ate tunyiga bubi
wempulira nga tekimpa mirembe kino ekintu kyakwemanyaganya me and you we are for life nakusalawo ebintu ebimu tubyerekereza wemaaso wadde okwerekereza kasasiro wange gwani asobola ogaana okwerekereza kyaliwo omugjawo
newemba nkusanze ne best friend wo ekituufu kyo kiri tonkuba ekituufu kyo kiri nti wemba nkusanze ne best friend wo just sikuganye kubeera mukwano gwe mumanye abeera omuntu gw'omanyi
kyemugamba ba best friend mwagala tugoba kati tulyewa
biki byagenda ovaako Philip nga bantu mwe mugambye gwe kyasitasobodde gamba mwami wange ekigambo oli
anti kimu kibakutengamba
ebintu bino ebya relationship kuba kwogerezeganya wekinnemu okwogerezeganya nange naawe sooka osirikemu wewe obudde olowooza okomewo
all right you guys this is very hot.
We are going to go back into our comment segment before we end this show.
Yeah.
And from Hernandez, we have a comment saying, personally, I think it depends. Having a bestie on an opposite gender doesn't matter. So, a bestie is a person who can support you in different aspects, and this must be reciprocated. To answer your question, I definitely agree. You should trust your partner as long as he or she chooses you. Yeah, so that takes us back to having trust in your partner.
Yeah.
If you trust the person you're dating, there is no way they would date on you. Shit, sorry. And from another comment from Alvin says, no, it's your partner to be your bestie because on most occasions, besties low-key have feelings for each other.
Yes. We have Walugembe Jonathan saying, Mbade Mani bestie is another part of a relationship. Yeah. And we have Okot Martin saying, I think it all comes down to boundaries and trust.
Yeah.
If both partners in a relationship are secure, an opposite sex best friend shouldn't be an issue.
Well. We have another comment from an anonymous listener saying, no. In fact, I've had one. I know the sins we committed, so I wouldn't advise.
And you guys should join the weird confessions.
Well, we have a listener who needs a shout out called Elton. Shout out to you. And yeah, those were our opinions that you asked to hear.
Well, I just want to send my big shout outs to the ITB family. Yeah, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I also want to send my shout outs to Claudia Morgan, Mukisa Allen, my best friend, aka Bad Influence. Best friend, but then not bestie, please. Cut me right.
A big shout out to my mom. I know you're live listening to this show, and a big shout out to my best friend. Yeah, I love you so much.
All right.
If I have a best friend, then mashallah.
You guys, before we wrap up, I would like to give you guys an opportunity to send out your love and yeah, just one word for our lovely listeners. Please. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. A big shout out to all the listeners.
Yeah.
And to those who are not supporting us. Tubagala nnyo mwe balituwuliriza.
Yo. A big shout out to our listeners. Jonathan Kutumiteko Koli. Yeah. My bestie.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. Now in Tumirako bestie, I'm coming. I know. A big shout out to myself for being me. Yes.
Without a bestie?
No.
Oh, wow.
A big shout out to the IKONS and CBM Radio for hosting us. Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
A big shout out to all people that have paid attention to whatever thing you have discussed.
A big shout out to all our listeners and a big shout out to my bestie, Pomsky.
Yes, producer Josh.
A big shout out to my ex, my bestie.
Your ex-girlfriend is your bestie?
My ex is my bestie.
Wow.
A big shout out to my ex who was once my bestie.
Yeah, was one.
Yeah. And a big shout out to all those people who can eat besties.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for staying tuned in. This is CBM Radio, and this is The Switch, brought to you by your best friend, Josh, and then your bestie.
No. Say it right. Your favorite bestie, Mercy Wendy.
Not forgetting.
And your girl, Pavin Joyce.
And your boy, Joshua.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this show was proudly sponsored by the ICT Innovation Hub and CBM TV. See you next Tuesday, same time.
You're right.
Love you.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
Yo, feel the vibe. We are entertainment. CBM Radio. We are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about. Yo, we are entertainment.